I've always been fascinated by the hidden stories of history, and today we're uncovering two such tales. Join me as we journey back to ancient India, to a time of political upheaval and cultural renaissance. We're about to meet two figures who shaped their era: Agnimitra, the second ruler of the Shunga Dynasty, and the enigmatic Vasujyeshtha. Picture this. The year is 185 BCE, and the mighty Mauryan Empire, which once stretched across most of the Indian subcontinent, is crumbling. In the wake of this power vacuum, new dynasties are emerging, each vying for control. Among them, the Shunga dynasty rises to prominence. But how did this happen? Well, it all started with a man named Pushyamitra Shunga, a military general who seized the throne from the last Mauryan emperor. This bold move marked the beginning of a new era, setting the stage for our main character, Agnimitra, to step into the spotlight. Can you feel the tension in the air, the excitement, the danger? Now, let's zoom in on Agnimitra. Born into the newly established Shunga dynasty, Agnimitra grew up in a world of political intrigue and military strategy. As the son of Pushyamitra Shunga, he was groomed from an early age to take on the mantle of leadership. But what shaped this young prince into the ruler he would become? Growing up in a court where your father had just overthrown an empire must have been intense. Young Agnimitra likely spent his days learning the art of warfare, studying ancient texts, and observing the delicate dance of court politics. All of this would serve him well when around 149 BCE he ascended to the throne, becoming the second ruler of the Shunga dynasty. But was he ready for the challenges that awaited him? So Agnimitra is now king. But what kind of ruler was he? Well, from what we can piece together, Agnimitra's reign was marked by a blend of military campaigns and cultural patronage. He continued his father's work of consolidating Shunga power, leading campaigns to expand and secure their territory. But there's more to this story. Under his rule, the Shunga court became a center of cultural and intellectual activity. Sanskrit literature flourished, and the arts received royal patronage. Agnimitra himself is said to have been a patron of the famous grammarian Patanjali. Now let's shift our focus to a more mysterious figure, Vasujyeshtha. While we don't have as much information about him as we do about Agnimitra, what we do know is intriguing. Vasujyeshtha was a contemporary of Agnimitra, and some sources suggest he may have been a minister or advisor in the Shunga court. Well, Vasujyeshtha's true claim to fame comes from his contributions to ancient Indian philosophy and administration. He's credited with authoring or compiling parts of the Arthashastra, a seminal text on statecraft and economic policy. Just think about it. While Agnimitra was ruling the kingdom, Vasujyeshtha might have been the one shaping the principles that guided that rule. Of course, no reign is without its challenges, and Agnimitra's was no exception. The Shunga dynasty faced threats from both internal rivals and external powers. There were the Indo-Greek kingdoms to the northwest, always a looming presence. And let's not forget the ever-present challenge of keeping a vast and diverse kingdom united. How did Agnimitra handle all this? This is where Agnimitra's skill as a ruler really shines. He managed to navigate these turbulent waters with a combination of military might and diplomatic finesse. Some historians believe that Vasujyeshtha's counsel may have played a crucial role in these successes. Picture the late-night strategy sessions, the careful weighing of options, the delicate balance of force and negotiation. As we wrap up our journey through this fascinating period of history, let's consider the legacy of Agnimitra and Vasujyeshtha. Their era saw a flourishing of art, literature, and philosophy that would influence Indian culture for centuries to come. The principles of governance and diplomacy that they practiced and possibly wrote about still hold relevance today. So, what can we learn from these ancient figures? Perhaps it's the importance of balancing strength with wisdom, of nurturing culture alongside political power. Or maybe it's the enduring impact that leaders and thinkers can have, shaping the course of history in ways they could never have imagined. As we face our own challenges today, perhaps we can draw inspiration from how Agnimitra and Vasujyeshtha navigated the complexities of their time, leaving behind a legacy that still echoes through the corridors of history.